Friends, listen carefully to this story because it will stay with you for a lifetime. Once, there was a boy who lived in a small village. His mother would always tell him, "Don't just sit around doing nothing. Learn something new, stay productive, and grow." But the boy, like many others, ignored her advice. He would spend his days lounging around, not doing anything worthwhile. His mother, being concerned, would say, "If you don't use your time wisely, you'll regret it one day." In the same village, there lived a hardworking farmer who toiled every day from sunrise to sunset. One day, he approached the boy and said, "Son, idle time is your biggest enemy. If you waste it, it will become your greatest loss. Time, once gone, never returns." But the boy didn't take the farmer's words seriously. He laughed and said, "Uncle, I'm still young. I'll work later. Right now I just want to relax." Not long after that, a wealthy merchant came to the village. He was looking for young, hardworking children who could use their time wisely. The merchant gathered all the children in the village and said, "I will give a job to the child who shows me they are hardworking and know how to use their time. But first, you'll have to pass a test." The children were all excited. They had never been given an opportunity like this. The boy thought to himself, "I want to take the test too, but wait, I've never really learned anything new. I haven't even worked hard at anything. How will I compete?" The merchant explained the test. "You have 10 days to learn something you love. It could be anything: painting, gardening, woodworking, or even singing. At the end of 10 days, you will show me your work, and I will decide who is worthy of a job." The boy thought it would be easy. "I have 10 whole days," he thought. But in reality, he wasted the first 2 days doing absolutely nothing. He would sit around thinking, "I'll start later," but later never came. Meanwhile, he noticed his friends getting busy. They were painting, gardening, and practicing woodworking. On the 3rd day, when he saw his friend working hard on a beautiful painting, he felt a pang of guilt. He asked his friend, "What are you doing?" His friend replied, "I'm learning to paint. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I think I can do well at it. Plus, it'll help me in the test." The boy suddenly realized how much time he had wasted. He had spent 2 full days doing nothing while his friends were learning new skills. He thought to himself, "I need to do something now." He quickly tried to pick up a skill, but time was running out. He wasn't focused, and the more he rushed, the more difficult it became. As the 10th day arrived, it was time for the test. The merchant called all the children together to see their progress. Each child presented what they had worked on. One showed beautiful paintings, and the merchant praised the work. Another had created beautiful wooden toys, and the merchant was impressed by the craftsmanship. Some children sang lovely songs, and the merchant was happy with their efforts. When it was the boy's turn, he stood up nervously. He had nothing to show. His hands were empty, and his heart was heavy with regret. The merchant looked at him and asked, "Why didn't you learn anything in these 10 days?" The boy's voice trembled as he said, "I wasted my time. I didn't use it wisely." The merchant paused for a moment and then said, "Idle time is like gold. If you don't use it wisely, you will regret it in the future. Time is precious. It doesn't wait for anyone, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. You need to learn how to make every moment count." The boy listened carefully and promised himself that he would never waste time again. From that day on, he changed his life completely. He stopped sitting around. Instead, he used every moment to improve himself. He read books, learned new skills, and began working hard. Slowly, he became one of the hardest working and most knowledgeable boys in the village. Years later, with the knowledge and skills he had acquired, the boy decided to start his own business. He worked tirelessly to grow it and eventually became very successful. Now, whenever someone asked him, "What is the secret to your success?" he would smile and say, "The secret is simple. Never waste time. Use every moment to learn and grow. Time is your most valuable asset. Don't sit idle. Keep moving forward." This story teaches us that wasting idle time can be our biggest mistake. The time we have right now will never come back, so it's essential to use every moment wisely. Whether it's learning something new, practicing a skill, or simply working toward our goals, every second counts. Remember, those who know how to use their time wisely are the ones who reach their goals and climb the ladder of success. So, friends, don't waste time. Get up, work hard for your dreams, and never sit idle. Life is too short to let time slip away.